My friends and I had a vision for open space, and it started in the 1980s. I give credit to June Keebler with the original one. She loved Raceway Woods, and she pulled me in with one conversation.
My beloved Raceway Woods. And the wonderful prairie, it is becoming, even though it was scraped to its subsoil level, it is the earth, and the earth has resilience.
We loved the open fields. We loved the woods. We loved all the things that were around us. And we saw the development coming, and we were really concerned that we would be overrun, because we had both lived in places that had been overrun with housing tracts and stores, which all are great and necessary, but need to have open spaces in between them. So
we passed petitions, and we had this wonderful campaign where we talked about the things we did not want our community to be. We didn't want it to be all traffic lights and semis and housing developments and high rises and industrial. We wanted our community to be beautiful, and we went door to door. Oh my goodness, we went door to door. We're all over the community sort of selling this idea.
As a teacher at Dundee Crown High School, I was looking for local places to provide students with experiences. Right across the river was the legendary Meadowdale Raceway, and it had a very interesting history, a strong impact on the local culture. But like many things, it was somebody's project and nobody successfully picked it up.
I particularly remember one day in conservation class, Mr. Swick said, "We're going to stop what we're doing in our classes, and we're all going to work on one project together. It's called Save Raceway Woods."
Wheels started turning, and I created a course called Raceway Woods.
Mr. Swick taught us how to advocate for nature and to go to village meetings.
we wanted to make sure that the way Dundee Township used this land was in the way that the voters authorized when they voted for their tax dollars to buy it. We are returning each of these properties to nature. We want them to be accessible to the public. We want to protect the really sensitive areas that are there, and that's what we've done with trails.
The referendum preserving open space has been successful because that's what the people want. And in my opinion, if you don't own it, you can't protect it. And so it's very important that we have public entities like Dundee Township Open Space that can provide that service for us.
We purchased Raceway Woods. We purchased Library Springs, which is over by the library. The previous board had purchased Jelke Creek, had purchased the Helm Woods Nature Preserve area over in Carpentersville, and Dixie Briggs.
In Dundee Township Open Space, it is our mission to restore our public lands to what they once were.
One of our parcels we think may have been part of the big timber, and so we're thinking maybe creating a mini forest. We have great parcels. We've saved some of the best of Dundee Township.
We're grateful for a group of volunteer stewards who got together to create Friends of Dundee Natural Areas to help support the Dundee Township Open Space program. We have 1,000 acres of Dundee Township Open Space and only 2 full-time field staff plus a part-time mower. So that's a lot for our staff to manage, and this is why we rely on volunteers.
With the open space lands, nearly 1,000 acres, we're so fortunate to have it, but it will become a challenge as we go into the future and our original referendum money runs out. How are we going to sustain that? What are the things that we can do? Number one, we rely on our amazing group of volunteers that are out there every single week with our staff to come visit Dundee Township open space areas or volunteer. We know that this is the key to success, having that next generation take the step so that these areas will be there for generations to come, not just for us today, but leave a legacy for those that come after us.